Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the.
I mean, it's uncanny. So yeah, I would think. I mean, battered, both battered, exhausted. Like, you know, it was a brutal fight.
Teofimo Lopez was reportedly left in serious condition following his fight with Shakur Stevenson, as the night took a troubling turn after the final bell. After a dominant performance from Stevenson, Lopez is said to have suffered a significant eye injury that required immediate medical attention and hospitalization. The outcome shocked fans, who were left stunned to see such a gifted fighter so badly hurt. More than just a defeat, the fight may mark a dangerous and defining chapter in Lopez's career. Counterpunch Boxing has reported that Teofimo Lopez may be facing serious health concerns following his loss to Shakur Stevenson. While full details have not been confirmed, the footage shared highlights the apparent severity of the situation. Fans have been left deeply concerned, reminded that this goes far beyond a single fight and reflects the brutal toll boxing can take. The uncertainty surrounding Lopez's condition adds a sobering layer to what was already a historic night for Shakur Stevenson.
Has serious health conditions. What kind? I don't know. He didn't go into specifics, but I think he posted this video to show the severity, the seriousness of what's going on.
Despite showing heart throughout the fight, Teofimo Lopez absorbed brutal damage against Shakur Stevenson. Stevenson's sharp jab and pinpoint accuracy opened a deep cut above Lopez's left eye, with blood pouring down his face in the later rounds as he struggled to generate offense. This was no minor injury. The severity of the cut reportedly required immediate medical attention after the bout, with doctors closely monitoring Lopez due to concerns over the trauma.
Despite the outcome, I don't think he looked great in the fight. He was missing, and his timing seemed off. He was doing some weird.
The pain game revealed just how brutal Shakur Stevenson's dominance over Teofimo Lopez truly was. Every time Lopez tried to rally, he was met with precise punishment that only worsened the swelling and damage around his eye. It would have been easy to stay down, but Lopez's courage kept him fighting, even as the danger became clear. Reports of post-fight medical care later underscored the seriousness of the damage, highlighting the heavy price that comes with facing a fighter of Shakur Stevenson's caliber.
When he was getting hurt, he kept getting up and he showed heart. You know, it probably would have been easy to stay down and not get your teeth shoved into your fucking back.
Eddie Hearn couldn't stop praising the sheer dominance Shakur Stevenson displayed in his victory. Every punch landed with precision, while Shakur's jab, timing, and footwork repeatedly exposed Teofimo Lopez's already compromised eye. Hearn emphasized Stevenson's elite fitness and complete skill set, explaining why Lopez was steadily overwhelmed as the fight wore on. This wasn't just a win, it was a masterclass performance that stunned the boxing world and reportedly led to serious post-fight medical concerns for Lopez.
Well, I just think Shakur looked strong. You know, Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness.
Claressa Shields reacted to Shakur Stevenson's masterclass victory over Teofimo Lopez, immediately recognizing the brutal reality of the fight. She pointed out how Shakur's jab to both the body and head left blood on the canvas, a clear sign of the damage Lopez endured. This wasn't just athleticism on display, it was surgical precision that turned Lopez's eye injury into a serious medical concern, underscoring the dangerous level of dominance Stevenson brought into the ring.
Yeah, I know boxing. and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is a stoppage. I can't ask for nothing else.
In his first remarks after dominating Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson reflected on the damage he caused in the ring. He confirmed landing sharp left hands to both the body and the head, including shots that aggravated Lopez's eye injury. Stevenson's precision, timing, and strength proved decisive, with Lopez requiring medical attention after the fight. This was more than just a win, it was a calculated dismantling that showed how elite skill and perfect timing can turn a competitive matchup into a potentially career-altering night.
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I hurt him a couple times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
Daniel Jacobs reacted to Shakur Stevenson's dominant performance over Teofimo Lopez by highlighting the clear gap in skill. Every jab and combination was aimed at Lopez's vulnerabilities, particularly the already compromised eye, leaving him struggling as the fight progressed. Jacobs stressed that this wasn't about heart or toughness, it was pure talent on display. Shakur's clinical execution completely exposed Lopez, turning the bout into a masterclass and serving as a sobering reminder of boxing's brutal consequences.
Teofimo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur, and I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk, been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set, and that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit, it wasn't about heart, it was about sheer talent. And Shakur.
Bruce Carrington reacts to Shakur dominating Teofimo Lopez and couldn't stress enough how effortless Stevenson made it look. Every time Lopez tried to engage, he left openings that Shakur's reflexes and countering punished mercilessly. Lopez's attempts to adjust, turning southpaw or doubling up, were useless against Shakur's precision. The damage, especially around Lopez's eye, was obvious, and it's no surprise he ended up hospitalized. From round one, Shakur controlled the pace, showing why he's considered one of boxing's most complete and dangerous fighters.
Man, he made it easy. You know, I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. That's not going to, you're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him.
Coach Wally on Shakur's win emphasized that this was a legacy-defining performance. Stevenson not only secured another title at 140 lbs, but he did so by dismantling Lopez with surgical precision. Every jab, every counter worsened Lopez's injuries, leaving him struggling and later hospitalized. Wally highlighted Shakur's timing, fitness, and skill, noting that this victory wasn't just another win. It cemented his dominance and left fans and analysts alike in awe of how easily he controlled a fighter as talented as Lopez.
Man, I'm very excited. You know, I said this was another legacy fight for him, and he got a chance to, establish his legacy once again, winning another title at 140 pounds. So I'm very enthusiastic about his future and very proud of his performance.
Devin Haney reacted to the fight, noting that something looked off about Lopez from the start. Shakur capitalized on that immediately, landing crisp shots that further injured Lopez's eye and left him visibly hurt. Haney highlighted how focused and dominant Stevenson was, turning the bout into a clinical dismantling. Lopez's resilience was admirable, but Shakur's skill, timing, and counters made it clear why Lopez ended up hospitalized. This performance elevated Shakur's status and reminded everyone why he's one of boxing's most feared fighters.
What did you make of it?
At the end of the day,
if you look at interviews before the fight, I was saying that, you know, something looked off about him. He looked like he just wasn't really focused on the fight. He said my name before the fight more than he even said.
Bruce Carrington on Shakur's performance praised Stevenson's complete dominance. From the first round, Shakur's reflexes and countering kept Lopez on the back foot, unable to mount any effective offense. Every jab and combination further damaged Lopez's already compromised eye, a key reason for his hospitalization afterward. Carrington noted how effortless Shakur made it look, turning a potentially competitive fight into a showcase of precision, timing, and skill, solidifying Stevenson's reputation as a top-tier, dangerous, and complete fighter in the sport.
Shakur looked phenomenal, you know, dominant performance. What'd you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. You know, I was saying, like, if Tio was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Tio, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. You're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Tio at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him. Shakur got the dub.
Watching Shakur Stevenson tear through Teofimo Lopez, Claressa Shields couldn't hide her emotions. She highlighted how Shakur dominated 11 of 12 rounds, controlling every exchange with surgical precision. Lopez struggled to keep up, his eyes swelling from the repeated accurate shots, a reminder of how brutal the fight had been. Stevenson's footwork, timing, and devastating combinations left him hospitalized after the bout. Shields praised not just the win, but the masterclass in skill and focus, emphasizing how Shakur's story of perseverance and brilliance continues to shine, cementing his place as one of boxing's elite, unstoppable forces.
Shakur won emphatically, 119, I think, to 109 with the scorecard, so basically like 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, shout out to New York. Bruce Carrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him. Been watching him fight the undercards and all this stuff forever. And the thing for world champion, like, I was bawling, I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. He shine every time he come out. You see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get a 12th round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz. Wonderful.
Edgar Berlanga broke down Shakur's relentless dominance, noting how effortlessly Stevenson picked apart Lopez round after round. Each strike seemed calculated, targeting weaknesses and worsening the eye injury that eventually landed Lopez in the hospital. Berlanga marveled at Shakur's skill, calling him a rare talent whose precision and control turned every fight into a statement. What stood out most, he said, was how Shakur combined power, timing, and intelligence, leaving Lopez overwhelmed. This wasn't just a victory, it was a display of why Stevenson is one of the most feared and technically gifted fighters in the sport today.
Easy work. My brother Shakur spanked his ass 12 rounds like I told him he would. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my brother, man. He did his thing, man. What stood out the most with Shakur right now? Say it again? What stood out the most with Shakur? Huh? What stood out the most with Shakur tonight versus Teofimo? Wait, what you said? What stood out the most? Oh, Shakur. I already knew he was going to box his ass out. Like, he was going to box him out. Easy work. You know what I'm saying? Shakur's a special talent in the sport of boxing, man, and he's been like that since the amateur.
Backstage, Keyshawn Davis admitted he was completely blown away by Stevenson's performance. He described how Teofimo Lopez was outmatched from the start, taking shot after shot that left his eye seriously damaged. Shakur made it look effortless, turning what could have been a competitive fight into a complete dismantling. Davis also highlighted the potential future matchups, mentioning Shakur calling out Conor Benn. For Davis, the fight was a reminder of Stevenson's precision, dominance, and the physical toll he can impose on opponents, culminating in Lopez's hospitalization and the undeniable proof of Shakur's elite status in boxing.
Backstage, bro, I'm just going crazy. Like, oh, he beat him up. It's easy work. Like, he's beating Tio up. Like, it's not even a close fight, you know what I'm saying? So, I was just happy for him. Super happy for him.
Man, he called out Conor Benn. You guys both trying to maybe co-main and main event in the UK with all these UK guys?
Hey, man, how big this event was, bro. Like, I ain't tripping. Let's do it.
Eddie Hearn analyzed Shakur Stevenson's performance and was struck by the level of control he displayed throughout the fight. From the first round, Stevenson's footwork, timing, and shot selection kept Lopez frustrated and battered, particularly around the eye that later required hospitalization. Hearn emphasized that this wasn't about grit or luck. It was pure skill and dominance. Shakur dictated every moment, leaving Lopez with no answers. Hearn even noted that Stevenson could have stopped him, showcasing just how complete and dangerous he is. This was more than a victory. It was a blueprint in precision and mastery, leaving the boxing world in awe.
Expected to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. Like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur. Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously he was busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4-division world champion.
The aftermath of this fight says it all. Shakur Stevenson didn't just win. He dismantled Teofimo Lopez with surgical precision. Every jab, every counter, every combination left Lopez struggling, culminating in a serious eye injury and hospitalization. The fight wasn't close. It was a masterclass in skill, timing, and dominance. Fans are still talking about how effortlessly Shakur controlled the pace, proving why he's one of boxing's most complete fighters today. If you haven't witnessed this performance yet, now is the time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on all Shakur Stevenson highlights, reactions, and future fights. Who do you think he should face next?